This Sunday is Palm Sunday and the beginning of Holy Week, that most holy of all times in the Christian year. We think of those two principal feasts of the Christian year, Christmas and Easter, and Holy Week is that time of preparation. We've spent the entire 40 days of Lent kind of preparing or getting ready for introspection and to really hearing God's call, and now we follow Christ's steps from the triumphal entry into Jerusalem all the way out of the tomb and resurrection. So over the past 50 years or so, Palm Sunday in the Episcopal Church especially, but also in the Lutheran Church and Presbyterian churches, it has shifted, and it is even called Passion, Sunday of the Passion, or Passion Sunday. And a lot of times, Palm Sunday will start with shouts of Hosanna, and the service will end with a reading of the Gospel. And one of the things that was really interesting when I started my tenure here was that our dean, John Ross, really wanted to rethink that and to rest in that moment of Hosanna. And in a way, to read the Passion, to get all the way to Golgotha at the beginning of Holy Week, really skips over liturgically a lot of what we're trying to do. And then to have to backtrack and to do the Last Supper at Maundy Thursday seems a little out of sequence. So here at St. John's for many years now, we have stayed with Palm Sunday on this Sunday before Easter, at the Sunday at the beginning of Holy Week, as a time for us to think about the earth-shattering and historically unprecedented events of Jesus coming into Jerusalem and the confusion that that had. People were wondering, did this mean an end to Roman Empire rule over Jerusalem? Was this the coming of a new day of peace? And all of this is tied up in that really amazing story of people shouting Hosanna as he enters in that whole Davidic promise that is all through the First Testament. So liturgically, we will keep with that shout of Hosanna and waving our palm branches all morning. It starts off with the choir at the back of the church singing Hosanna to the Son of David. And the setting that we'll be singing builds an excitement. So it starts off with the basses singing Hosanna to the Son of David. And then the tenors joining. And then the altos. And finally sopranos. And it keeps building an energy over and over throughout this very short little introit. And then, of course, we'll walk in, all of us walk in, singing All Glory, Laud, and Honor. There's a lot of kind of Cecil B. DeMille, Technicolor vision sorts of elements to this. It's such a big story, and it kind of calls for that sort of response. So we have a few more of those touches in our music prepared for Sunday. At the offertory, the choir will be singing a setting by Randall Thompson, who worked in the mid-century, right at the same time as Cecil B. DeMille, ironically enough. And it's a setting for two choirs. So the choir on each side of the chancel will be singing. The people of the Hebrew people were carrying their palm branches and shouting Hosanna. But the two choirs will be kind of going back and forth antiphonally as sort of a call and response. And so it's hard to recreate that effect on the piano, but you'll hear the choirs as they answer each other. So each one of those entrances are the choirs answering each other back and forth. And then, as another little delight for us, especially old-timers here at St. John's, Unjen found a piece that was Rick Seide's standard prelude for Palm Sunday. And it also is a very dramatic musical, purely musical, no voices or text to it, but a musical depiction of the triumphal entry into Jerusalem. And she'll be playing that as postlude. So if you've been around St. John's for many, many years, you might even remember hearing this last little cinematic touch that will end the service. So we hope that you will begin your Holy Week journey with us this Sunday as we shout Hosanna to the Son of David.